Good morning, friends. It's Sunday morning. Do you know what that means? Sunday dinner. So what are we having? We're gonna have a baked chicken. I'm gonna explain to you how we're gonna bake it. Some fresh green beans, corn on the cob, and a salad. I'm gonna make a homemade salad dressing that I found a recipe for that looks so good. So we're gonna do all of that together. So first of all, what we're gonna do with the chicken, last weekend when we went camping, Brock was looking around in the camp store while I was checking in, and he found this because we were having burgers to put our burgers in. So it just opens up, and you put the meat in those little spots, and then you put it over the fire. So we picked this up. It wasn't expensive. We got it for like 16 bucks. I looked them up. They have them on Amazon. And they have smaller handles, so if you don't want to build a fire and you have a grill, you could put it over your grill. And then you just flip everything together. And I was like, where you been all my life? Why didn't I ever think of you? So it was great for the fire. We like to cook over the fire when we're camping, and even here at home. And it's nice to have that easy to turn, and stuff doesn't fall down in the fire. So that's what we're going to do with the chicken. We're gonna build a fire today, and we're gonna put the chicken thighs in these spots, and yeah, we're gonna put it over. It's gonna be so good. My dad had a big rack that he had made by one of his Mennonite friends, and it was just about as big as my island, and he would turn it, and it was amazing. So I miss those days of my dad doing that. So this is gonna be my Krista's mini version of Dad's big torture. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to pre-cook these thighs a little bit because I don't want them to burn up on the fire before they're cooked in the middle. Now my dad's big rack was way up off the ground. So this is going to be a little bit closer to the fire. So we're just going to pre-cook these thighs. I'm just going to do it in my Instant Pot. So while it's going, we can make up the salad dressing. And that's the great thing about an Instant Pot. You can just put it in and just kind of forget about it till it's ready. So I've already got 4 thighs in here. I wasn't for sure who all was going to be here for dinner when I filled this out because Mason's friend Anthony came to visit, but he left last night. So I wasn't for sure if he was going to be here to eat. He's a big eater. So I want to make sure I had plenty. So I've got 4 in here, and I've got 4 more. So that's 8. So that still leaves us with 2 chicken thighs. There'll be 4 of us for dinner. So that'll leave us 2 each if we want it. All right, I'm just gonna arrange these in my Instant Pot here a little bit better. Flip them up so they're skin side up. Right now, all I'm going to do to them is salt and pepper, and I'm gonna season them later before we put them out on the fire. So we're gonna do some salt, we're gonna do some pepper. There we go. And I'm gonna add about 1.5 cups of water in the bottom. That's it. That's all I'm going to do to them right now. So I'm just going to put them in here. I always make sure my lid is set to seal. I'm going to set it for pressure cook for 10 minutes. And that's it. That's all I have to do for right now. So I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to clean up my area, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to make that new salad dressing recipe that I just found. Oh, it looks so good. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for staying tuned. Let's make this salad dressing while the chicken is doing its thing back there. This is a creamy pesto salad dressing, and I found the recipe on Pinterest from Marianne Thompson. It is like a reproduction of some kind of restaurant dressing. I'm not sure. I can't remember what the restaurant was called. I'm not going to look it up because, we don't care. We always care what it tastes like. So anyway, I liked it because it looked creamy and delicious in the picture. And Brock's been wanting a buttermilk based dressing, salad dressing. So instead of a ranch, I thought, let's change it up and let's try this because you know me, I love a good recipe that has very few ingredients. That's a win, quick and easy. So let me quit blabbing and let's get started. We're gonna start with 1 cup. Now you can half this recipe if you want. 1 cup of buttermilk. Now, I would suggest making the buttermilk yourself. You know how sometimes I'll make it with milk and lemon juice? Go get the real deal. I think you need that flavor from this salad dressing. And also, we're going to add 1 cup of mayonnaise. So I've got it in a bowl that I'm going to be able to pour. And we'll pour it into a mason jar. That way it's nice and safe in the fridge. Nobody knocks it over. Get all that out there. All right, so 1 cup of mayonnaise, 1 cup of buttermilk. And then we're gonna add a pinch of salt. Now, you'll want fresh basil, not fresh, dried basil that you recently purchased. So I wasn't real sure how long my basil's been in there, so I didn't want to take any risk. So I have freshly bought basil at work. So I brought some home. You're gonna need 2 tablespoons full. Told Brock, I said, this was in the car, I said, don't get pulled over. Don't think we got the wacky weed, the devil's lettuce. And I don't want to get taste. All right, so there we go. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of that. I think I measured this out for 2 tables and exactly at work. 1, and I'm sure this is where it gets the pesto name from. And 2. I'll add it in there. I just have a little. It smells so good already. Okay, and then we're gonna add a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. Garlic powder. Stay over there. Oh. Okay, wow. That took a turn. I don't need that. I'm gonna put that back in here. I'll pour it back in the bottle later. Pour wisely, my friend. It's not too much. All right. Got a little heavy on the garlic. Now, it said 1/2 cup of fresh grated Parmesan cheese. Well, my little store didn't have any. Sometimes they'll have Parmesan in the hunk and sometimes they won't. They did not, so I'm just gonna have to use the good old shaker kind there. All right. Now, it doesn't call for pepper, but I gotta do it. A little bit of pepper. All right, let's get it all whisked together. Smells really good. Let's hope it tastes good. We will find out here in a minute. We'll give it a taste. Get it all incorporated together. It looks really good. Not sure if you can see it. I know it needs to incorporate, but let's give it a little taste. Just to see. Be able to see that. Can you see that? All that great basil in there. Oh, Fred. That's delicious. Oh, and that hint of Parmesan cheese. It's just enough saltiness. You've got that great basil. This is going to go great with our chicken tonight and our salad. I'm telling you, make this. Well, I'm excited about that. That is really good. Now I'm just going to pour it right into our mason jar. Something different. You know, sometimes you want something a little bit different from the same old, same old. Let me get my scraper here. We don't want to waste any of this. There we go. All right, I'm going to put this in the fridge, let it get nice and cool, and let all of those flavors meld together. Then we're going to have us a salad tonight, and this is going to be a wonderful addition to that romaine lettuce. Oh. All right, there we go. on to the next step. Okay, friends, I had to jump on here and share this with you. I'm going to try this for the first time. We're going to make some low-carb ice cream. So, 16 ounces of heavy whipping cream in a jar. You can cut it in half if you don't want to make so much. We're going to put in cocoa powder. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I have that already in there before I jumped on with you. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. That's, okay, so 2 teaspoons. I doubled the recipe. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. That's close enough. And then sweetener, you can use 1 tablespoon. Okay, wait a minute. Sorry. Back down. I'm going to repeat this because I messed up. I'm doubling the recipe. So we've got 16 ounces of heavy cream. And then I put 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And now you want to add 4 tablespoons of your sweetener. So I'm going to try honey because why not? Brock's not eating any type of sugar or like artificial sweetener, but he is eating honey. I don't know what it'll do. We'll find out, won't we? So I'm doubling the recipe, so I put in 4 tablespoons of honey. Now, all you're supposed to do is put the lid on and shake it. Shake, 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 shake it, baby. Shake your ice cream, your low carb ice cream. Okay. How'd you like that? All right. Looks like I got some honey down here, so what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to whisk it. And then you put it in the freezer, and you let it freeze. And when it's done, I will show you and we'll do a taste test. So I want to come back really quickly and show you what this is going to look like. You're going to shake the tar out of this. So all of that cocoa powder is incorporated, and see how it looks chocolatey and delicious. So give it about 3 or 4 minutes. Give it a good shake. If you don't want to shake it up and get that arm workout, maybe you could put in a food processor or blender. I don't know, but I think it's just kind of fun to get the kids, grandkids involved, the husband, the wife, whomever's in your house. I don't think the dogs would help, but somebody. Give it a good shake. Now I think that looks perfect. There's the good chocolate color, and we're going to put it in the freezer. I cannot wait to try this. Where you been all my life? Hey friends, so green beans going that I cooked yesterday. I'm heating those back up on the stove. I've got corn boiling. Now we're going to whip up a salad to go with that creamy pesto dressing we made earlier. So I just have a head of romaine, or not a head, but you know, a bundle of romaine here. We're going to chop that up for our salad. I like romaine. You can use any lettuce you want. You know, like it. All right, we're just going to give it a bite-sized chops here. I feel like I haven't had a good salad in a while. I've been eating, of course, lots of veggies, but just not a salad. All right. That into our bowl. Those are a little bit. Chop those down a little bit. All right. Might cut up some more there. There we go, our romaine. A little wet here from where I washed my lettuce. Okay. Cucumber from Ralph's Garden. Go. Get that chopped. I like a really fine chop on my cucumber, so, oh, I thought that was going to roll onto the floor. Cucumber. Another great way to get in some extra fresh veg. I also have some sugar snap peas that I've been dipping in that try out that new dressing. Oh, that's a good combo. So I'll have some sugar snap peas on the side. I'm not going to put them in the salad. I'm just going to put them on the side there. There we go. Cucumber. Brock is not eating tomatoes, so I'm not going to put any tomatoes in. Tomatoes are a nightshade, and he is not eating nightshades right now. So no tomatoes. But I am dying to try. I know an onion is a nightshade, but he doesn't have the effects from an onion as he does from a tomato. Anyway, this is that candy onion I got down there at the Mennonites. I'm dying to try it. I want to put a little bit in the salad. I've never had one before. Let's get it chopped up in here. Let's give it a try. Honestly, it doesn't taste any different than a Vidalia. So there you go. Still good though. Yum. All right. A little bit of onion on our salad. This is a very country salad, as I would call it. All right. Now, I add a little bit of salt and pepper to my salads. Get that from my daddy and my mama. Actually, a lot of pepper on this one. So good. Pinch of my Baja sea salt. We love the sea salt. It's new that we just started getting, and we just love it. Honestly, I didn't think you can tell a difference between sea salts, but really you can. Crazy. All right. There's my salad. I'm just going to give it a stir. Save my big tongs for this chicken. There we have it. I have some grated cheese if anybody wants it. So there's just our simple country salad. Good. All right. On to the next. All right, friends, it's almost time to start the chicken. So here it is. Once it came out of the pressure cooker. Now I do a slow release for about 10 minutes once it's cooked. So I'm going to flip this chicken over so I can season the underside. And we'll flip it back over and season the top, skin side. Okay. There we go. We're just going to use an all-purpose salt, pepper, garlic seasoning. You can use any seasoning you want. If you don't have a grill and you don't want to build a fire, throw it in the oven. Same thing. It'll be fine. Don't stress about small stuff. All right. If you don't have a Instant Pot, just boil it. It's all right. Paprika, of course. And I'm going to do some Aleppo pepper. I want a little bit of spice. If you don't have Aleppo pepper, you can use red pepper flakes, or you can leave it out. Now we're just going to flip it over. Well, my tongs want to cooperate here. Now we're going to do the same thing to the skin side. Paprika. Go. Good coating of paprika. And we're going to do some Aleppo pepper, of course. And you know what? I'm going to grab some cumin and some turmeric. They're in alphabetic order, and it still took me a while. Heavens help me. All right. Cumin, turmeric, great for anti-inflammatory. That's what we're going for. Plus it's delicious. Now, this was Brock's idea, and I thought it was pretty genius. His idea was to put a little bit of honey on it. So we're going to do that. We're going to put a little bit of honey on the skin side. I think that'll help caramelize it, and it'll be delicious. Good idea, babe. All right. There we go. There we have it. We're going to take it out. We're going to put it in that contraption I showed you, and we're going to take it to the fire, and I'll show you in a little bit what that looks like. So it's time to take the chicken out to the fire. So here is our chicken rack. I've got a paper towel under it in case I make a mess. So it has like a little space here, kind of like a dent to where the chicken can go. Okay, so I'm going to put the chicken right in that dent. Now it has 6 dents, but I'm going to see if I can get the extra pieces in there, and I sure can. Look at that. So we got all 8 pieces in. I'm just going to take I want to get all the extra seasoning things out of there and put that right back on top of the meat. We don't want to leave anything behind. That's why I got the paper towel underneath of there. There we go. Like I said, we got this contraption at the camp store. They do have it on Amazon, and I'm sure they have it on Walmart. And now you just shut it up. And there's a little piece here. Shut it up. There's a little piece there that clamps down, that holds it together. And there you have your chicken. Straight to the fire or grill. Cannot wait. I'll give you an update in a little bit what it looks like on the fire. Oh, you're still here. So here it is, Sunday dinner. We have the chicken. You can check out that recipe. The salad with the homemade creamy pesto dressing. You can check out that recipe. Fresh green beans, fresh corn on the cob. I have some deviled eggs here. So you can see all the recipes for our low carb dinner. Now the low carb, the keto ice cream, it's not quite set up yet. So I'll have to come back later and show you that. But I want you to see how fabulous this chicken looks. How's it taste, gang?
Delicious.
Everybody says it's delicious. So there it is. Fantastic. All right, I'm going to go eat dinner with my family. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll check back in and show you that ice cream later. So here's our keto chocolate ice cream. Now it's not completely set up yet. It's been in the freezer. Brock's already tried to buy it. He said it tastes like a Wendy's frosting. So let's give it a try here. Here's what it looks like. It's not too sweet. It's got a really good chocolate leaf flavor. You can have any of this, Jakey, and it's delicious. It's, like I said, it's not too sweet. It's just right, especially if you haven't had anything sweet for a while. This is amazing. Try it. It's super easy. You can put some fresh strawberries in there. You can really play with this recipe. Happy Sunday. Thanks for hanging out with us and having our Sunday dinner with us. Have a good night, friends.